King Sausage here from Guild Spartans V to talk about Safari, specifically 1T Safari, and how to try to be successful, post some low scores, and win some guild battles. Right now my driving stats are at 485. That includes tees and balls. I'm going to talk about each of the 9 holes and what I do on each hole and what thought process I go through. So starting on the very first hole here, you can see the big obstacle right here is obviously these trees in front. You need to try to clear those trees if you got the stats. When I didn't have the stats, especially playing the higher tees like 5T and 6T, I would usually hit a low shot to try to finish it right around here. That gives you a nice gap between these trees to hit a sand wedge, and you have access to the entire green. Really the key on this hole though is you can't win the match on this hole, but you can certainly lose it. So you have to make sure you clear these trees and clear that front rough right here. If you try to get greedy to get to a front pin and you're trying to land it in that rough, you've got about half a yard to land it in and have it hop forward. Otherwise it hops back and likely goes back in the water. Or if you try to come over these trees too low, especially the center tree, you're going to hit these branches and you're going to drop into the bunker or worse into the water or behind the tree, and your round's pretty much over. So what I'm going to do with 485 driving stats is, especially on 1T and 2T, I can sky shot and have a good chance of holding this green. You just have to accept what the wind gives you. I mean, if you've got a downwind and a front pin, it's going to be tough to hold the green. If you do, you're going to have a long putt. But that's Safari, man. You got to be used to just making double, triple, quadruple breaking putts because you're going to have a lot of them. The absolute key, though, is to make sure you hit the green. So if I have to bail out, especially on maybe 4, 5, 6T, I'm just going to hit a power shot. I'm going to try to land it somewhere back here to finish. You know, you're going to hit the green and roll off. You got an easy chip back, maybe get that eagle, definitely have a tap-in birdie. Otherwise, on the lower tees, I'm hitting sky shot. So I know on this particular hole, about a sky shot 2 wood, right around 95%, should get me pretty close. Dead nuts into the wind. Well, I got 95% on the first try. Kind of sloppy. This is a guild battle. I'm definitely going perfect zone drink, but for practice, that should be just enough to clear that front edge, get to about the middle of the green, and leave you a relatively easy uphill putt for eagle.